A Gabby Press presentation on a new national economic strategy of high-wage, high-skill job economic growth in red state metro regions. Recently, 3 economic Nobel laureates described the imperative of technological innovation as the cause of national economic growth. Breitbart News summarized their theories by stating, "In Monday's Breitbart Business Digest, we examined Mocher's research on political fragmentation and sovereignty. Yesterday, we explored how Aghian and Howitt's theory of creative destruction reveals why China's IP theft kills innovation. Today, we will review Aghian's empirical discovery that offshoring destroys communities in ways that domestic innovation does not, but job losses driven by offshoring to China showed the opposite effect. Communities experienced lasting welfare losses that persisted even after controlling for unemployment and even with unemployment insurance. The problem wasn't just temporary joblessness. It was the permanent absence of the new opportunities that normally accompany creative destruction. When a U.S. factory closes because a better American company outcompeted it, that's progress. When a factory closes and moves to Shenzhen, that's destruction without the creative part." The theory of the 3 economic laureates parallels the economic policy advice of the recent book by Gabby Press, Beneficial Economics, a red state citizen's guide to crafting a better economic constitution when the government fails the citizens. We go a step beyond theory to describe how a new practical regional economic development strategy can be implemented in the metro regions of red states. In essence, each metro region must be freed up to create their own unique economic ecosystem. In Chapter 10 of Beneficial Economics titled Self-Managed Regional Securities Markets, where red state citizens manage their own regional economic growth. Regional technological innovation occurs when tacit knowledge is exchanged among citizens in personal face-to-face communication, which creates a geographic envelope of trust, which we called a regional trust ecosystem. As George Homans points out, capital is not just money used for investment. Capital may take the form of a moral code, especially a code supporting trust and confidence between men, a well-founded belief that they will not always let you down in favor of their private short-term gain. George C. Homans, Social Behavior, Its Elementary Forms, 1974. Contemporary economists call this type of capital social capital, whose effects usually extend about 50 miles from the center of a metro regional economy. The immediate threat to liberty is from the corporate deployment of artificial intelligence and human-like robots. The imperative of technological innovation that spurs regional economic growth must be combined with new constitution prohibitions of the corporate deployment of artificial intelligence. Traditional regulatory barriers are ineffective because the AI corporations will capture the regulatory agencies. Axios reports that Anthropic is already trying to game the regulatory system. Axios states, White House AI czar David Sachs responded by claiming that Anthropic is running a sophisticated regulatory capture strategy based on fearmongering.
Gabby Press states that the current government has failed red citizens. The ideological differences between citizens in red states and citizens in blue states are irreconcilable. The best, most peaceful solution is civil dissolution and starting over at 1776. With a new constitution for red state citizens. Our new book provides a toolbox for red state citizens to use to create a better constitution, where all citizens have an equal opportunity for financial prosperity. This time, creating the new constitution is the responsibility of ordinary, common red state citizens, not like the 38 ruling class elites who created the Constitution of 1787. It is the responsibility of each red state citizen to prepare for the new nation after civil dissolution, and our book gives you the tools that you need.